Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I do a live stream basically every day just to chat. Of course, keeping in mind that it's from a Christian point of view. Basically, I do this every day except Sunday. I do give myself that day off. So we shall see who joins today. Oh goodness. Graham, how are you? Hello. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing great. Not just good, you're great. Eli, thank you for coming to say hello. Have a good time with your new puppy. Okay, so it is another windy day over here. Sunny, but breezy. Maybe the word is breezy instead of windy. It's beautiful. Another beautiful day. Yes, I would tell her hi for you. I do like being the messenger. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was noticing weeds are starting to grow. So I think Saturday morning, maybe this evening, who knows? Oh, goodness. Maybe this evening I will start pulling weeds before they get, you know, to become very noticeable. Oh, Draco's having a good day. Graham, does he change colors or has he stayed the same color? Yeah, the other day I went to put out trash. He's getting chunky. I went to throw out trash and there was something caught my attention. It was the outdoor lizards. It looked more like, I don't even know what he looked like, but he was big. And I had to run to go get my broom. um, I don't even know what kind of lizard he was, y'all. He was big. He was fat and he was big. He climbed the fence and climbed the wall and everything. Oh, he does change colors. I think you told me this. Pixel. No, I don't remember you. I'm sorry. Hello, Partha. You did tell me this. I was thinking maybe he changed colors when he sheds, but no. He changes colors. also joined Athena's Accord, or whatever it's called. Now I remember you. Have you seen Athena lately? He said the Athena sing. Graham says he does get nice and bright when just shed his skin. I don't see Athena too much on my live streams anymore, but she does pop in or she'll comment on my post. She's busy. I thought you really liked Athena. Graham says gray and dull when just about to shed. Interesting. Friendship has to be earned on here. For instance, I consider Graham my friend. He's been a supporter. He shows up to my live streams very consistently. So, what do you mean it was just a prank? Of course, Graham. Okay, I think for most of us it's still Monday. So how did your day go? I went into work. It was one of those days where I was busy, but I really couldn't tell you what I did. I was busy nonstop. Before I knew it, it was time for me to leave, which is good. I'd never had a moment to just sit and do nothing. It was just constant. I know I got some things done. I really don't recall. Yeah, I know the time difference, but you're still like, it amazes me how you show up. Even though you are in a totally different country, different time zone. You and Krista are I think the only two. Oh, and then there's Furious. There's a few of you from other countries, and it just amazes me how you can show up still. This is the last week of school for my child. So hopefully it's a good week. Not, having to struggle to get my child up. And I believe he passed. He'll be passing. So this is going to be kind of a, hopefully it's a fun week. Usually when you have the last week of school, it's usually fun. Pixel Up wants to know if I'm married. Yes. He'll get to escape for the summer. Although, they already want to start football practice. The first football game isn't until August. But they already want to start football practice. So, that will be interesting. I'm trying to think of something to say. Graham says, I've told Kim to stop buying me so much. Oh my goodness, Graham. Well, hopefully it's things that you need, and not just, I don't know, not just random things. Ooh, Grandma, I'm waiting to get my sugar daddy. I had a dream, okay? When was it? Last night or the other night? That I did find me a sugar daddy. Well, it wasn't a sugar daddy. We got married, and he had like a really nice size home, a pool. He had enough. He had enough money to pay for like cleaning and the landscaper. This was a dream, but it was. I've never dreamed something like that before. I've never dreamt. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. She's an amazing cook. That's good. That is good. You know what? Maybe I dreamt that because I'm watching a show. It's on Hulu. It's something like The Secret Lives of Mormon. The Secret Life of Mormon Wives or something. And these are young women in their 20s, some in their early 30s. This is the second season, I believe. One of the ladies started on TikTok posting, as a Mormon wife or whatever. And then she had her friends join and they became like mom talk. So now they make a lot of money because of TikTok and because of brand deals. So they live pretty luxurious. And I think that's probably why I dreamt what I dreamt. Hello, Sosa. I don't know what Sosa is saying, and I don't know you, Rasab. I'm going to time out Sosa because I don't know what he's saying. Oh, she's feminine and caring. Aw, that is good. Okay, Rasab. Thank you for telling me I look like your grandma. Well, I'm sure that's what my nieces and nephews say too, that I look like their grandma because I do look like my mother. So, you know what? I'm not going to take any offense to that. But I will take offense to your last comment there. Why do you love me from the bottom of your heart? You don't know me. I don't think you should be telling people that. Nope, I don't have any grandchildren. Hopefully soon. I would say in about 10 more years, I hope to be a grandma. But yeah, it is definitely lizard season. I've been seeing the baby lizards, but when I saw that big lizard, oh my gosh, that creeped me out. I don't know where it ran off to, but yeah, it did skedaddle. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta take those out. I know. When I see the lizard, when I see lizards, Grandma, I'm thinking about you. I'm like, okay, Graham would not want me to be mean. Oh, so are you still going to church, Graham? You you didn't get off course, did you? Hello, Anna. Hello, Miguel. Miguel, remind me, where are you from? I know you've been coming on here for the past few days, but I feel like you've been on here like before that. Oh, he said talk to you later, New Jersey. All right, thanks. Okay, the Methodist Church. Is that the one you like the most so far? I am from the USA. Yeah, I remember you telling me about the other one. Nope, I have never been to India and I don't have any intention. No plan to go to India. Thieves and a gluttonous master. You know what? One thing I will say, Graham, I'm glad that those things happened at the same church. So you wouldn't have a completely sour taste about church. That's one thing I was noticing with the Pope. The Pope seems like he has a good health, because yeah, it would be very interesting. Oh, that was the church that you met Kim at. Does she still go to that church? Yeah, Anna, I figured you were from India. Graham, I know you you said I should do ASMR. I can't find myself to do it. Hello, good morning. You already know my answer. Stop asking. Stop asking me that question. It's annoying. She doesn't help out there anymore. Okay. So they lost two members, or two, whatever they call them. My favorite animal, um, butterfly. Yes, they lost two. Graham, did you get that bike or scooter, whatever you were asking for? I don't know if you were joking about it, but I remember you mentioned it the last time. Well, maybe she'll find it for herself to get you something for transportation. I imagine she has her own transportation. I was gonna say, what is she driving? Oh, look at Kim. Graham, you are living the good life right now. Okay, so she speaks English like you do? Now you got feelings, huh? At first there was no feelings, so you didn't feel it. You didn't worry about that. So, is it easy for you guys to communicate? Oh, today is trash day. So I need to remember to make sure I bring in the trash can. Well, who else is here? I see others. Graham and I are keeping each other company, but whoever else is here is welcome to add a comment. I need to remember if Miss Barb's comes in. Oh, they learn English in China. Okay. Yeah, if Miss Barb's comes in, I need to remember to tell her Eli said hello. Did you cut your hair, Graham? I think, was it you that said you cut your hair? Or somebody else? No, that was Lively Cuts. But I remember you showed a picture once of yourself. Hello, happy Monday, whoever is showing up. But you cut your hair yourself. Interesting. The last time my son tried to cut his hair himself, it was he did a pretty good job, but he needed my help a lot, and we had mirrors posted up so he could see all angles. I like to cut my own hair as well because I can control the length. Whenever I go to the hair salon and I tell them, oh, just, trim. Next thing I know, it's like that much off. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. It like almost never fails. Graham says, don't see the point going to the barber's when you can put a set of hair clippers for the same price. That's true, Graham. But one thing I will say, there is nothing like, I was thinking about it one day. There's nothing like paying to get your hair cut. It's like very relaxing. Nothing like paying to get a pedicure, manicure, even though, yes, I could do that myself. But oh my goodness, it just feels so good. I used to, when I made good money, I used to get facials. That was so relaxing. Hello Heat Productions. It is therapeutic. That's a good word. It's like you give yourself a break. It's just giving yourself a treat. Oh my goodness, excuse me. But yeah, when it comes to my hair, I'm going to keep cutting my own hair for a little while. Because like I said, when I go to the salon, they chop off a few more inches than I'd like. And then I don't like I like how it feels in the moment, but then every time I leave the hair salon, I'm like, why did I come? Because I don't like my hair. They always cut it too short. So then I had to wait for it to grow out before I like it again. Yes, I need to find that place too, Graham. I just know when I went to San Diego SeaWorld, which is in San Diego, you put your hands in the little fish thing and they come and they would nibble all the dead skin. That was so fun. It feels funny. Thank you, Miguel. I actually like my hair right now too. I'm I go through phases where I'm like, oh, I really like this length. And yeah. I did give myself some bangs, but you really can't tell because I cut them long. Yeah, right here is my bang. So that it gives me a wispy look, I guess. Thanks for reminding me about that pedicure, Graham, with the fish. I need to put that on my bucket list to get that done. That is weird, Graham. I think you're the first person I know that has ever said that. You would definitely you would like a pedicure then. Maybe you and Kim can go get one. Or do like the reflexology, a foot reflexology massage. Graham says had girlfriends tickle my feet whilst I'm watching movies. I'm laughing because you're laughing. By the way, how do I say that? Whilst. Had girlfriends tickle my feet whilst I'm watching movies. Whilst. No, I'm not, it doesn't change anything, what I think of you. I'm just saying, it's definitely a first. Okay, has Kim tickled your feet? That would be funny if you did. It'd be funny if you did if you were on a dating app and on your biography, must tickle my feet. Speaking of dating app, let me check out mine. Where was this at? Oh, that was at my cousin's. No, I don't have anything new on my dating app. Oh, these guys are too far away. I don't think it's time yet for me to find somebody. That guy's too short. Too short, too old, too far away. These little gnats are starting to appear. They're bothering me. Yeah, I gotta let it happen on its own. Yep. Thank you, Graham. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I know he's coming. He's around the corner. What's that song? He's coming around the mountain. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep working on myself. Yep. Figuring things out. Graham, did you say that you weld? Hello, DC. Well, I thought my son had a girlfriend, but I don't think he does. He did, like, I guess he was talking to someone. He took her to. They went to a baseball game together here in town. And then I never heard anything again after that. Okay, I'm going to show you something real quick. My son brought these home from his welding class. But he's like, Mom, they're not good. He said, like, his skill level, he said, went down for some reason. So he brought these 2 plaques or whatever. I mean, one looks better than the other. Oh, I'll have to let him know. Yes, this one that's smoother, right? The other one, like you could see a lot of texture. This one's like smoother. That's what I'm thinking too. You know what I'm thinking? We have a solder gun, which I know, I don't know, I'm thinking it's maybe the start to welding. So I'm going to see if he could do some little soldering jobs around the house. Yeah. Because I'm sure welders are expensive. Hello, V4D. V4D. Looks like a stronghold as well, not just the surface weld. Yeah, that's true, huh? So some people might have a surface weld. Okay, it's supposed to be Vader. All right. LeBron who? Is LeBron who? I'm going to guess no if I don't know who LeBron is. Well, they've done welding throughout the school year. I don't know when he actually did this. I'll have to ask him. He just brought it home. Probably because it's, the end of the school year. He said he was working on a big project. I need to ask him about it. Messi or Ronaldo? Okay, this is what I'll say about that. When I first started doing live streams, people were asking Messi or Ronaldo, and I'm like, what? So this is what I do know. I do know that they are soccer players or football, whatever you want to call it. I don't watch them. I can't say which one I would pick. I don't even know what they look like. Furious Angel is here for the call. Give the peasants bread and circuses, and they shall not revolt. No, I'm kidding. I knew who LeBron was, but I really don't care. I don't know what his skills are either. So that's why that's why I said that. Furious, it's gonna be too late for the call because I gotta go pick up my son in about 10 minutes. I'll be leaving. I'm gonna stay on here longer, but until then. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Then I really have a reason to make the phone call short. I'll be like, I got to go, but I just wanted to call. Stay down in the stadium. Oh my goodness. Fury says, I bought popcorn and soda. Don't deceive me. You did not. You did not. He said he didn't, but he could. Speaking of popcorn and soda, I went to the movie theater last week for my Mother's Day. It was part of my Mother's Day with my son. Oh, y'all. The feeling when I walked in, it was so beautiful because the theater is one of my favorite places. One of my favorite places to go to. And now I want to go back. I want to go back to get me some more popcorn and just be relaxed for like 2.5 hours with no worry. Yeah, this is the last week of school. So my schedule will be a little different next week. Hello, Ramiro. How are you? Graham, you cannot stand it, huh? I always sit down. So when I go buy my movie tickets, we have to select our seat before we you know, pay. I always choose a place where where no one's sitting next to me. And as I'm waiting for the movie to start, I'm praying that nobody bought a ticket next to me. I at least want to have one seat in between, a stranger. Furious is saying purple nails with that real tribute. This is really beautiful, and I'm proud of you and about the love you're made of. Oh, you're talking about my mom, right, Furious? I hope so. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, because the purple is for my mom. Her birthday was past, and so I did a short. It wasn't really about her, but it was about me and my son. But I did play her favorite song. I did use her favorite song for my short. Graham says, I agree with that. Vanessa, don't want to be sat right next to. Yes. And so far, thanks to the pandemic, y'all, it's been, it was really quiet in the movie theaters for the longest time. I enjoyed it. I was like living my best life. And now it's getting a little more people, but still not too much. So I haven't been in a crammed, I haven't been in a crammed theater in a long time. All right, see you, Furious. Thanks for coming in. The scamdemic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thanks to that, um, things were a lot less crowded. I was going out too. As a matter of fact, we went to SeaWorld and it was so beautiful. I'm I might furious. I don't know my son's schedule. Maybe. But yet when we went to SeaWorld and the fish were eating at our hands, that was right after when things had barely opened and it was so nice. It was absolutely beautiful. To not have to like bump into people. Oh, it was so nice. That's the only good thing I guess I could say about that moment in time. Yeah, my son and I would go to the parks. We would, and we didn't wear masks either. The only time my son wore a mask is at school when he had to, and when I would go to work, I had to wear my mask, and then I did have to wear my mask to watch a movie, which was silly because it's like I'm gonna be eating popcorn. All of that was silly. Yes, we will never forget that. You're right. I did not listen to anything. I didn't clean. I didn't use hand sanitizer. Like I cleaned, but I didn't up my cleaning game. I did not use hand sanitizer. I still don't. Um because I think that all messes with your immune system. Then your body just doesn't know how to react to anything. So we didn't do none of that. I was just like, the Lord will protect us. I remember when, because I would look at YouTube and people would be like, their hands were all chapped and they needed to put lots of lotion on because they kept washing their hands. I was like, well, I don't have that problem. All right, Graham, I'm going to go head out to go pick up my child from school. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I hope you have a lovely day with Draco and Kim, or, the rest of your night. And hope to see you next time. Whoever's here, bye. See you next time. I send you peace, love, and know that Jesus Christ, He loves you the most. Later.